It is a crazy story. We're living in a crazy, crazy world. But thankfully, there are people like Andy Mangione, like AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, fighting the good fight on behalf of seniors. You should tear up your AARP card and join AMAC with me. Lots of new members, well over 2 million strong. And AMAC is talking about Congressman Steve Scalise and the call to investigate the COVID-19 nursing home deaths. Let's welcome back on the Mike Gallagher Show, the one and only Andy Mangione. Andy, how have you been, my friend?
I'm doing well, Mike. Thank you.
You bet. Let's talk a little bit about what AMAC, how you're lifting up Congressman Steve Scalise's efforts to finally hold accountable the governors who made decisions ignoring the protocols that contributed to the disproportionately large numbers of coronavirus deaths that occurred in nursing homes and assisted living facilities, Andy.
Mike, this is truly tragic. Congressman Steve Scalise is the ranking member of the House Select Subcommittee on the coronavirus crisis, and part of the Select Subcommittee's duties include the containment and mitigation of the virus. So just about a week ago, Mr. Scalise sent letters to the governors of New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and California to ask them why they mandated nursing homes accept known COVID-19 positive patients, and also mandated that these nursing homes not even test patients for the coronavirus prior to admission. There's been a disproportionately higher number of elderly deaths in nursing homes from COVID-19 in these states. And Congressman Scalise and his Republican colleagues on the Select Subcommittee want answers explaining the decisions these governors made to ignore federal guidelines so we can avoid bad policy decisions like the ones these governors made should we see a resurgence of the virus. Mike, AMAC is fully engaged on this issue and is working to facilitate Congressman Scalise's efforts to get to the truth.
Well, Andy, this is an issue that is right in your wheelhouse. This is what AMAC does. This is the spirit and the legacy of Dan Weber. You know, you guys are fighting for our seniors who need every bit of assistance with daily activities and services that can only be provided in a nursing home. You know what makes me crazy, Andy, and what frustrates me enormously? We have a very active media. We have some would say an activist news media in America today. We've got the internet, we've got cable, we've got radio, all of it should be focused like banshees on the disproportionate number of nursing home deaths, because I see all the data that we're all watching. You know, we're studying the data. As you watch the data of the hospitalizations, the deaths, such a huge percentage of deaths occurred in nursing homes. And you had governors like Cuomo making nursing homes take COVID-19 patients, which spread like wildfire in the nursing homes. This should be one of the biggest stories that the media has ever covered.
You would think, Mike, the one of the most vulnerable segments of our society, cherished elderly people. All right, the people that died in these nursing homes, Mike, these were America's grandparents. These were veterans of Vietnam, Korea, and part of the greatest generation. Their lives are precious and are to be protected. And what we're seeing right now is thankfully, is Congressman Scalise and at least the minority members on the Select Subcommittee, the Republican colleagues, trying to get to the bottom of this. Interesting, not a single Democrat that are in the majority on the Select Subcommittee signed those letters to these governors. They instead are pointing the finger at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services when the guidance was issued on March 13th about how to handle COVID-19 patients and CDC guidelines for accepting COVID-19 patients in nursing homes. These governors instead chose to issue their own guidance, and we've seen, as you mentioned, a disproportionate higher number of elderly deaths in nursing homes in these states.
It's disgraceful, but it's another reason to join AMAC. Thanks for fighting the good fight. Go to GallagherForAMAC.com today. It's $16 a year. GallagherForAMAC.com or call 855-624-6229. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you, Mike. God bless.